Here we are at the start line of the Bupa Great Edinburgh Run. Behind us, the Scottish capital, and to the right, Arthur Street. In the first mile, you'll come across some Commonwealth Games history. Although it's relatively small and basic by modern standards, Meadowbank Stadium hosted the Games in 1970 and 1986. As you head towards the city centre, you'll run over the cobbles at Crofton Rye, and then you'll hit the Queen's official residence in Scotland, Holyrood Palace. You'll pass the palace grounds on three sides before heading towards the Scottish Parliament. Next up, you'll run up the Royal Mile. Now, it's exactly a mile from Holyrood Palace up to Edinburgh Castle. You'll pass the Canongate and Abbey Strand, you'll see the Canongate toll booth and the church. After you cross Waverley Bridge, you'll run along the peaceful and picturesque paths of East Princes Street Gardens, where you'll encounter the mighty Scott Monument. It's 61 metres high and there are 287 steps up to the top. And although it does provide wonderful views across the city, I wouldn't recommend it the day after your race. The next part of the course is a hill, but if you've made it up the mound, you should feel pretty proud of yourself. You will get great views of Edinburgh's most popular tourist attraction, the castle. Before you hit the meadows, you're likely to encounter a few more tourists. Now, they may be here for the magnificent National Museum of Scotland, but more likely it's to see this guy, Greyfriars Bobby. And this is the statue of the Skye Terrier who loyally remained by his master's graveside for 14 years. This is the Grassmarket and it's full of Edinburgh history. And it does have a rather gory past. It used to be the site of regular hangings. Nowadays it's one of the city's best loved and liveliest night spots. The Commonwealth Pool is your signal that you're about to re-enter Holyrood Park for the final section of the run. Now, the Commonwealth Pool is where you might see Tom Daley getting in some training. Even though the Commonwealth Games are being held in Glasgow, the diving events are being staged right here in Edinburgh at this venue. You'll soon be circling around Duddingston Loch, and when you're here it's hard to believe that you're actually taking part in a big city centre race. Behind me you've got picturesque Duddingston Kirk and of course the loch itself. Dropping down Queen's Drive, you're into the final section of the race, which is a downhill mile. Not only will you have gravity's helping hand, you'll have the noise of the crowd at the finish line cheering you on at the end of a unique race and an unforgettable course.